Crowd of boys. Peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and the power of building up a masculine aura. And on this journey, as we go along, retaining on these days, day in and day out, we begin to hold on to our power and exude this power through other ways when we aren't speaking. It's by our body language, how we walk, and when we decide to talk, it's how we talk. Our movements, our gestures, our facial expressions. See, we give off something people can read also. On this journey, we are able to pick up on energy very well and pick up on these things very well, but there are other people that are capable and able, all right, of seeing who stands out also. And you are just that vessel on semen retention that is standing out because you are committed to doing something, or you're doing something that is enhancing what you have going on. We are all spiritual beings. So understand that when we walk around with a certain spirit, it shows. It shows in all of us, in our characters. So just understand that the same way you can be able to depict who has demons with them, people also can read you and depict that you have something angelic about you. And this exudes with your aura. You dig? Before I jump deeper into this topic, I just want to thank you guys who have subscribed. If you're new, welcome. Everybody sit back, relax, and before you do this, make sure you hit the like button. All ways to donate to the channel will be in the description. I actually had a subscriber ask me to put my links to the Patreon in the links. I'm going to do that, to start to update some videos when I have the spare time, to just go on there real quick and put the link to the Patreon in the links. But with all that said, let's just jump further into the topic, man. Y'all already know what it is if y'all been here. And once again, if you're new, I appreciate you too. All right. On semen retention, we hear about the aura. You know, we hear a lot about the glow up. Then we hear about, the 30 days, the timelines. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking those type of audios or that type of content that puts out, the timelines and things like that. But understand that when you're dealing with higher forces and you are religious or, you're spiritual, whatever the case may be, that you don't control time, and divine timing is when you'll receive certain attributes and certain things like that. Guys try to look forward to, certain traits and things about this journey, hence the aura. When will people start to recognize my aura and stuff like that? I don't want guys to do that. And that's why I don't put a timeline on things, and I don't count days on semen retention. Okay? It's just certain things about you that you will be able to obtain and maintain over time when you're on semen retention. All right. Once again, there's no knock on the timeline videos and what guys tell you what you will achieve in a week or, 30 days or 120 days. All right. That type of content has actually helped me. You feel what I'm saying? It can help you when you're starting out because it puts in your mind setting that goal and obtaining certain things and putting a timestamp and having a plan towards that stuff is what you actually need. So I commend those videos and I thank those videos and appreciate those same videos that had those timelines and stuff like that, because it helped me get a foundation, set me on my feet. But now as I've grown in this journey, all right, and experience things on this journey, I made the journey cater to how I move, and not having to go through that to, make sure that I have control over myself. You dig what I'm saying? So, I'm not like you're not like me. Other guys have their own method to their madness. It is what it is. All right. But understand that don't get caught up in, guys start to talk about having this aura at this point. Yes, some of that is true. Yes, when you hit that point, but also it has a lot to do with maintaining it also. Okay. But what is the power behind our aura is what I want to jump into. Not when you receive it. And, this is why I like to do my content how I do it. You dig what I'm saying? I like to jump further into the depths of why I have this aura. What am I supposed to do with this power? Because I'm not just supposed to sit here and talk about it to you guys. I'm supposed to actually put this to use in my life. And the same goes for you. Okay? Let's talk about it even further. What is the aura? The aura has something to do with, obviously, you and your human body. Okay? And the human being, your aura, being you, the human being, is seen as a part of a hidden anatomy that reflects the state of being. Okay? You guys can go search this up for yourself, what, the aura is and what, your human being aura is. Understand that the aura that they speak on, and this is in terms of dealing with spirituality and, the human body and what's exuded off the person, is as a part of a hidden anatomy that reflects the state of being and health of that said human being. So when we think about it in the aspects of semen retention, when we talk about hidden anatomy, okay, they can't quite pinpoint this hidden anatomy because it's obviously hidden. That reflects the state of being and health of that human being. The health of us that are on semen retention. When you reach certain feats, and guys I know have said to me they experience not getting sick because your immune system has built up on semen retention. Your defense mechanisms in your immune system has built up when you reach a certain amount of days. So guys have stated, listen, I don't get sick. And, if I do get sick, it's gone, in the next day, 24 hours. That's how I've experienced it. I've still gotten sick. I still get allergies and stuff like that. I cut grass for a living. So, I get allergies. So, and I don't think I can help that. I don't think, so, and I'm going to get to the, scientific points of this, of what I'm saying, because once again, everything isn't the same for everybody. All right. But let's move forward. I'm just using myself as an example and just, stating to you guys what can also be in the elements that you deal with. Okay, so you can't get sick. But once again, when I come to do content, guys, you can't really tell, here and there I may call for, my throat may be itchy on, certain audios. You hear me cough in the background. But understand, I still come and do content and talk to you guys, and I don't sound sick or like I have allergies. You dig what I'm saying? So once again, it's about the health. It reflects the state of being first. Your state of being, your energy, how you are, what are you doing, all right? Your body's effect. This is the reflection of it, all right? Reflection of light. What reflects? Light, all right? And the health of the human being. And our semen is the most vital source for a man's health, for men's health. You think about our testosterone, you think about, how we're geared up, all that stuff. This is often understood to even compromise centers of vital force called chakras. Disclaimer. Such claims are not supported by scientific evidence and are thus pseudoscience. I just want to put that out there for anyone who comes in the comments saying this is BS, and, you know, if I start to talk about pheromones and the other audios and videos where guys talk about the woman attraction and how women smell pheromones from us, and that's what attracts them also, that all plays a part. Guys have an itch to just come on content like that and say that it's not true. All right. And once again, I'm putting this disclaimer that part, what I just said, and what I'm saying, as far as the chakras also, once again, you can go to other content that I have on here and tap into the chakra audios of what I'm talking about. Because all this information, I'm not saying you can go search for yourself, find it out, and validate it. It's about scholarship over here with me. It ain't nothing personal. It ain't nothing about, you know, how I promote and all this other stuff. It ain't about that. This is about scholarship, knowledge, wisdom. And what we're trying to do here is elevate guys to a higher level of understanding how big of a deal this semen retention stuff really is, and not having to focus on one aspect of it. Just the attraction level of things. All right. It goes deeper because we should be using our aura more for our own personal powers. All right. And the promotion here is to vitalize ourselves and align our chakras to be our prime optimal selves, because those same colors that you align up with and you focusing on those colors and you think about what chakra you're tapped into, that color will exude that type of aura. It will exude out. All right. A subscriber once said to me, or excuse me, and there we go, and there go that cough. A subscriber put in the comments, all right, he said, the human body is an electrical system. All right. Think of our body as an electrical system. And our semen provides that electrical charge to our human body. And if we understand this electrical charge can be referred to as energy. You think of just plugging yourself in. All right. Expressing this energy, asserting yourself, being more assertive on this journey. All right. Don't be afraid. Have confidence. You have the energy. You have that within you. Okay. This energy also is a shield of protection. This energy that you carry is a force of action also. Okay? So in the same breath, you have energy to transfer. You have energy to shift. But understand, just because you're shifting out of certain energies doesn't mean it doesn't have that same force or effect. All right? You can use that same force and energy as a defense mechanism, as defense. But that shield that you carry, that force and that same energy that you will be willing to go to defend that said energy. You follow what I'm saying? You can also apply that same pressure. That same force, that same drive can be put into forth in action. And that's all I'm saying. You decide what you want to do with it. It's your choice. And there's nothing wrong with that. I myself personally, I'm a man of action. You dig? So I'm putting my actions forward. Okay? Some guys protecting themselves right now on the semen retention journey. And I get it. You have to play defense. Defense is very important on this journey. And your aura is something that you will need, and it has to be powerful. Just understand how powerful that it is and how you put it to use. Okay? This also has a sense of security, your aura. Okay? When we tap back into ourselves with our aura and how we got to this point of now understanding what's around us and what we carry and what we're doing with this energy. For us, it's a sense of security. Okay? And I'm outside right now doing this content, and the groundhog is walking by. Is that no? Yeah, that's a groundhog. All right. My bad, guys. I got distracted by the groundhog. But this is a sense of security your aura is. And this is especially when dealing with people and they are in your presence. They have stepped into a bubble that is your aura around you, and they engage with you. And how you draw people in with that is pheromones. Once again, you could believe it's placebo or whatever the case may be, but people are drawn to you and gravitate to you, or you are gravitated to certain people because of pheromones. All right, the body odor, the eye contact is something that we talk heavy on. So your aura is this barrier, but when you start to break this and start to exude this power out, when you look at people see it and they're like, oh snap, like there's something about this person. They don't know what it is. You go through that whole rigmarole of that spiel. You dig what I'm saying? But this is about us tapping back in. But understand, when you break that barrier and you draw people into that, they become a part of that and they start to feel that same sense of security. That's why people feel safe around you. All right. People will feel more, their energy will kind of lower down because you're vibing higher on a higher frequency, and they'll kind of bring themselves down to as best as they can on your level because they want to engage in whatever it is that they want to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? So the same protection that we have for ourselves and the stance that we are willing to take, like the 60 days, the 90 days, to harness this energy and take care of it and protect it and have that shield over it. When we start to express ourselves and walk around with that energy, okay? That's what produces that aura. And when people notice that and they're drawn in, that's why they feel comfortable in your bubble. They feel that sense of security. They feel that energy that this man is taking care of himself. He smells good. They want to get closer to you. They're drawn more closer to you. That's how attraction works. The more attributes that are better about you and your aura is how you enhance it and it becomes more powerful. You dig what I'm saying? These aren't dating tips that I'm going to be giving you or something that I'm telling you to draw women in. These are things for you to build up that aura, because it is not just about women and drawing that type of attraction. It's just about being overall a healthy person at the end of the day. You don't want to be around kids smelling like you've been out in the field working all day. So the same goes for anyone else. You don't want to be around your family. So it's good to practice good hygiene, take care of yourself, make sure you're smelling good, spray yourself, just not because of women. It's for you. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to be able to raise your own vibration on your own. And that's what semen retention does. When you have nobody there to validate you or say those things, who else are you doing it for but you? So it's best to understand your power and what you're doing. This, to me, overall, it helps you enhance yourself as a man, being able to take care of yourself. All right. People being drawn to you or you being drawn to other people also is, like I said, it can't apply to you if you catch this content and you're out and about and moving around. Some people, if it doesn't resonate with you, just give it time. You have to assert yourself more. Okay. Once again, we talk about assertion. All right. Understand that you have the power It's just that you haven't experienced these things yet. You haven't been put into that place. All right. Let's go further into the assertion and these lightning bolts of energy, which is our semen, which illuminates us, lightens us up, brighter skin color, brighter, the enhancements on your face. You begin to morph. People, guys, if you're older, all right, excuse me, my birthday is actually tomorrow at the time of this recording. I'll be 37 years old. If you're in your upper 30s, mid 30s, you dig what I'm saying? Guys, if you're on semen retention, you're out there. I've aged about a good 10 years back. People tell me I look 25, 26. Okay? And I've only been on this journey for a year and a half. Straight going, really gaining the most out of what my journey was at that time. All right? A whole year and some change and a half. Right? I've started over from the basis of releasing with my girlfriend. All right. And I've started over. And now since that point, I'm now at about, and once again, I don't count the days. All right. So I'm months in now because we're not sexually active. Once again, we know. So I don't want to go too far into the personals, but I'm just giving you the spiel on how, getting back from that time of relapse, and I put quotations on that, relapse, and then, furthering my journey. I'm back, I would say March. So now 5 months now, retaining. And now all that didn't just disappear when I had sex with my girlfriend. It don't work like that. You lose energy. You don't just, I lost my aura. I lost the aging. No, you have gained that stuff and worked on yourself for an extensive amount of time. And if you're out there, however long your journey is, appreciate the work that you are putting in. All right. A year and some change, and then to double back, and now back on a 4 month, 5 month, is a lifestyle for me now. So it's a little bit different for me. All right. But, if you want to reach a certain standard and a goal, you can tap in with me and, whatever the case may be. And I can help you get there. Or, you just continue to tap into the audios and be inspired. All right. And make sure you hit that like button. You did. Let's get back into this energy. All right. It creates the glow. You get the glow after a while. That same glow is the barrier. Creating that glow creates that barrier around you that produces this energy. Those same lightning bolts have to express themselves in a way, and they start to show, they start to brighten up even more. Okay? That produces the energy, your frequency, when people are near you and around you. This aura separates you because not everyone is walking around with a full masculine frame consisting of this aura. This comes from having a weakened electrical system, constant releasing of semen. I'm referring to guys, majority of guys that are around that haven't charged up their system enough to be able to have this type of energy to walk around with. So you stick out, guys, when you start to get out there. And once again, for guys who are tired of getting the attraction and tired of people coming up to you, listen, when you're on this journey, it cannot be stopped. You cannot help it. If you want to retain and maintain, and you understand you have to understand what comes with that. You have this aura. People will see it. They will be drawn to it. You will be talked to. You will be randomly, damn near sexually harassed at points with eyes and all this other stuff. And warm embrace and love and good energy also attracts the same thing. Good vibrations, having a positive mindset. You can dictate your environment and where you go and who you can choose to deal with at the end of the day. And you can choose to where you want to bring this energy to and who you will allow into your life to embrace your aura and share your aura with. You have the power to control that also. Don't you know that? So understand, guys, If you're on semen retention and you're tired of it, I'm getting tired of it, is actually irritating, get used to it. Deal with it. All right? Because you have this aura, people will see it and people will be drawn to it. Because there are other people out here that they engage with that don't have it. They will inquire, what is this guy's secret? What's the secret sauce? Everybody want to know what's in the secret sauce. All right? There's levels, all right, to this, man, for real. On all levels of why you want to attract certain things, who you attract, and whatever the case may be. And if it's a woman that you want to attract, you're not wrong for that. You want to have family, you want to have kids, you want to have a lifestyle which caters to you, where you want to support and be that barrier for your family. I'm not saying you're wrong for that, for making that choice. Understand that, though, the person that you may be bringing in, and it's important that if your foundation and what the basis, how you move, is very important in these relationships nowadays, because people can draw into your aura just to destroy it. Can the church get an amen? So be careful. That's why it's a barrier and a shield also. Okay, take your time with these women if you're taking that route. That's it. All right. Now, the power of having a masculine aura is for your overall protection. Why I just said your health and your stability. You are more attractive because people can see this on you, and your aura can give off almost a safe haven. Sort of like a vibe, your vibration. All right. You give off this safe haven vibe because you're removed from impure thoughts and all those deeds of masturbation and being overly sexualized. You've got stability, emotional stability. Okay. Your responses, you're more calm, you're more cool. People sense that. That's an energy to shift into when you have that aura too, depending on who you're talking to. When I talk to you guys, I get a little bit more excited. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm giving out the gems. I'm giving out the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? So, I begin to heat up. You feel what I'm saying? I begin to heat up because I know what I'm coming with is valid, and I stand on that. Once again, it's about scholarship. So I stand on what I'm talking about. So I get passionate. I turn that into passion. I'm passionate about my spirituality. All right. These are the things you need to be able to tap into. And when you take that to other places, and when I begin to talk in other crowds and begin to talk to people, like, I command the respect and the attention of those around me, for real, for real. And if I see I'm not getting that, I'll be quiet, because I don't need to be loud and I don't need to be heard by anybody like that, because, it's not that important. You feel what I'm saying? I know the knowledge and wisdom I possess for myself and what's working in my life. So I don't argue. When I sense an argument coming on, when I allow people in my aura and my barrier field, and I sense an argument coming on, listen, I'm not going to argue with you. That's the first thing I say. I'm not here to argue with you. If that's what you want, go ahead. I'm going to step out the way. And I remove myself and my aura. I take my light. I take my shield. I take my barriers, and I just move aside. All right? There's ways to move with this. You don't have to stick there. and always, once when you're there, you're stuck. People think, once when I start to engage with people, you're stuck. No. Just fall back. Mysterious. All right? My bad, guys. I'm getting a phone call and all this other stuff. That's very unprofessional of me. I apologize. Oh, man. Listen. Your aura, your barrier, also consists of your 5 senses also. So it's important to enhance the power of your aura by doing the following. Here are the remedies. Here are the tips. Here are the tricks. Once again, these aren't dating tips. You dig? This is genuine tips on to how to enhance your aura to benefit you. One is maintaining healthy eating habits, taking care of your hygiene, especially your body odor, your smell. All right. If you want to keep people off of you, then, you can, if you're tired of being, you want to lessen your aura and have people not be attracted to you, have bad body odor. But if you're on semen retention, sometimes it doesn't matter because you are already giving off a scent. You are already giving off a natural body odor. Some may say it is pheromones. I have a pheromones audio that I did actually based off of science, and guys still said that it was bullshit. So now I'm speaking on the terms of having an aura and now spirituality. So say what you want. Say what you need to say about it. I don't care. I have scientific facts talking about pheromones, and I'm coming at you with a different aspect on it as far as regarding your aura. All right. But still, if you're your body is supposed to naturally detoxify itself. So if you're doing semen retention, eating healthy or whatever the case may be, you cannot wear deodorant for whatever, depending on what you're doing. If you have hair on your body and all that other stuff, that plays into more science. Understand that still you give off a natural scent and a body odor that will still have an effect on your aura and still will draw people in. And especially pheromones dealing with semen and with the other counterpart, which we call the female. She picks up on that naturally. That's how we are attracted to each other on a higher realm, on a higher frequency. It's like on some animal kingdom shit. That's how they communicate also. We are connected to them and to this universe. Can the church get another amen? Crowdofboyz, I like to have fun a little bit too, so please don't get offended or whatever the case may be. I like to have fun, all right? Another thing is be aware of your surroundings, eye contact, your five senses, sight, having sight, being aware, looking at things. The same power you hold when you look at someone else, the same power you hold when you tap into looking at images and other things around you in your environment. That's why reading, all right, your focus enhances clarity. All right. So making eye contact gives off that same energy. That's why it's like that laser point focus. You just have to hone in on it. It's just not eye contact looking at people and she's staring at me back. I was focused on this project and I was looking at it and so focused in that I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Boom. If you're out and you sit around or stand in a place that is comfortable for you, all right, be comfortable. Sit your energy down in the place, or, you're in a crowded place, or you're at a mall, you're at a restaurant. Sometimes I like to walk in a restaurant and say, hey, can I sit at that table? And that's not being, whatever, arrogant with my energy and knowing that, but it's just asserting myself in the place because I want to be comfortable. I want to sit in a place where, I want to be, if I don't want to be seen, I want to sit in the cut. Hey, can I sit in this cut over here? Yeah, there you go. So I don't want my energy to be seen. I'm doing that for a reason. So at times, I want to protect myself. You dig what I'm saying? But if it's a place where I want to be seen, I'll just assert myself early and say, all right, well, I want to be comfortable and I want to make sure people see what's going on with me, because I can get like that too. You dig? I want to, it's always places and where you want to exude yourself and assert yourself to make it known that you're in a place. It asserts dominance. All right. It's masculine energy. That's why we build up our aura. Okay, I'm in here. All right. So, it's a barrier, protection, shield. You can ward off a lot of people when they recognize, oh, snap, it's somebody else that, is in here that's like that too. You know what I mean? So I don't want to veer off too much on that. But understand being comfortable in where you're at, because if you're not comfortable, your aura can also give off a sense of not being comfortable and a sense of being uncomfortable. And people can pick up on that. You will look uncomfortable. All right? Your body language and all that gives it off. You dig what I'm saying? So Once again, asserting your presence. Sometimes trying to hide back and somebody finds you, they pinpoint you out, and it shakes you a little bit. So sometimes it's better off to just assert yourself, gentlemen. Put yourself in a position where you just get it over with, assert your position, or when you stand, and make sure that you're in that presence. Because when you're sitting in the background and you're like, damn, somebody gonna notice me. Somebody gonna know. Guys, you can't help it on semen retention. They always find you. They sense it. They sense that energy. Guys, I have separate audio on different archetypes of masculine energies. Yes, different energies or different spirits. Really want to tap into it. I'll be gearing it up, have it coming soon. Also, I have another separate audio coming on toxic masculinity. That's coming real soon. Maybe next, because we need to address some things and we need to talk about the bad parts. All right, a little bit of masculinity and not getting too full of ourselves on this semen retention journey, because I start to notice some guys have these certain traits, but I'm separating this. It's very important that we build up this energy. That's why I had to separate the audios. This is not, once again, to a money scheme to separate videos. Like, yeah, I got to separate them to make more content and audios and this how. No, sometimes because this one right here is 30 minutes, right? And I don't want to make this an hour-long thing or whatever the case may be, and I could continue to go. So I got to separate it and make it different topics. You dig what I'm saying? And I have to promote it in this fashion so that way you guys have something to look forward to and also generate some revenue off of this platform. You dig? Like, I'm not silly. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm doing it for. You got to chop up the content for guys to really catch everything. All right. If you're really tapped in and you enjoy this content, man, and you made it this far, you already know what it is. With all that said, with love and peace.